What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video I talk about how I started FBA Wholesale. And this is not the automation thing, this is the store that I personally started. Now I know usually in my videos I do show you guys the brand spanking new store that I did start with automation. However, this one is going to show you a store that's a little bit older, but you're going to see the power of this particular method of selling on Amazon and how much it could start sneaking up on you and really putting some money in your pocket. So I'm extremely fired up to show you this. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. All right, guys and girls, so let's talk about this. Obviously, there's a couple different ways that you can start this. You can start this with a new store, how I've done in my past videos. Or you can start it with an age store or you've just got the experience of doing or running this model like I do. Now here's the beautiful thing. The main reason why I did start that new store is to show all you brand new people out there that this can be done. However, it is going to take some time, it is going to take some money, and it definitely is going to take multiple resources on your part. But don't be discouraged because this model does in fact work and it's extremely powerful, particularly the fact that at some point in time, the amount of money that you start making on this are going to sneak up on you. And let me tell you, it's definitely a pleasant little sneak up. So I'm just going to show you guys exactly what this can do. Now keep in mind, I've showed you the new store in other videos, but this store is an older store. Now, the thing about this store is it's got a little bit of age on it. However, I was not using the FBA wholesale model in particular on this store. At some point, I decided to swap it from drop shipping to this model. And just know that if you have a similar situation or you're thinking of swapping in a drop shipping store for a wholesale store, there might be some complications, specifically with some of the brand new things that Amazon does. Look at in terms of a store. So just keep that in mind. This one started at a time where Amazon didn't look at things like that. So in their eyes, this one was squeaky clean. However, nowadays they're a lot more stringent on stores, even when they move into FBA from merchant fulfilling and or drop shipping. So just do know that. Now, the other thing that I wanted to remind you is if you are interested in doing one of these stores on your own and or having me help you, then my email is below. So send me an email and I'll be more than happy to jump on a call with you and we can talk about how we can make this happen. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and reveal how much this particular store made. You'll notice I do have some sensitive information blurred out. I clearly don't want anybody to know what the name of this store is, nor a couple other sensitive pieces of information. But you're going to notice the biggest and most important thing that you want to look at is the total amount of sales right here. Boom, $6,638.89. So you might say like, Liz, what's the big stinking deal? $6,600 in a month. No, kids, that's $6,600 in a single day. Now, remember, this store is about 1 year and 2 months old. So this store in its first year made just under $1 million in total sales. That's at about a 20-some% margin. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but this store is on pace this year it's almost at $1 million already. But this store has already surpassed the $1 million mark this particular year, and it's cranking out about $7,000 to $8,000 a day. Now, this is $6,100, but it's cranking out about anywhere between 6 to 8K a day. And you might say like, all right, Liz, well, that looks great, but what the heck were your expenses? Well, I can tell you this much. Cost of goods is about 25% of that. And then we've got Amazon seller fees, which were about 30% or 33%. So that still leaves a pretty significant amount of profit, anywhere around 25% on up. And as I said before, it's a little older. It definitely is a little bit more aged, but at some point in time, it too started off with days like the store that I show in the other videos. It's just a matter of time though, if you continue to do the work that I talk about on this store that will get you to numbers like this. That work just includes, number one, building relationships with wholesale suppliers and making sure you do buy some of those products. Number two, testing multiple products and in fact going for a very wide SKU base, which just means having as many available products as possible at first. But essentially you are testing them, which means don't go overboard. If one product seems too good to be true, don't end up shooting your entire load on that one product, kids. If all else, I taught you that, especially the gentlemen out there. Don't shoot the entire load on the one product. make sure you test several. Make sure that out of those several, a few will come out victorious. And what I mean by that is that the Amazon algorithm is very interesting. So what will typically happen is inventory that we send into one store might sell well on that one store, but it might not in another store. So that is the whole purpose of testing multiple products. You can never tell what will work for you until you test it to your store. For some reason, the algorithm has a certain level of love that they send to different stores with different products. And if I was to send in this candle in one store, there's chances that it would receive nothing but cricket sounds. And in another store, it'll sell like wildfire. So just keep that in mind. That is the importance of testing multiple products. And the last thing is to keep compounding on the effect, particularly the types of products that we stock into these stores. Don't sit and harp on the fact that you can't get relationships with suppliers and no one's going to give you a shot. Well, let me tell you something. It doesn't really matter. And I don't give two shits if there's not a single supplier on the planet that doesn't want to forge a relationship with me when it comes to wholesaling or selling these products. And that is for the simple fact that I can still find these products available in local stores around me. And I can find these products and send them into Amazon and continue to feed the beast that Amazon is. Because let me remind you, when you feed the beast, it will feed you back and it will toss that money at you faster than a dollar bill gun shot straight at a stripper. And we're talking about a loaded gun, people. So that's one day. You might say like, Liz, this could have been Prime Day. You could have just reaped these rewards on Prime Day. I'll just grab another day so you can see that it's not Prime Day. I will just grab another random day so you can see that it's not Prime Day. Here's another random day. Total sales, $7,500. That's pretty much a quick wrap on how you can crush it at wholesale. Now keep in mind, this particular store that I am showing here is a store that is older than 2012. And that simple fact right there helps you be able to multiply the amount of money that you make. So you might not have similar results, but the age of the store certainly is a factor on your potential success. That still shouldn't stop you. Even if you have a brand new store, you'll see in the coming weeks as we really kickstart the new store that I started in the other video, how quickly that can still grow and how by the end of this year, we will most certainly reach $3,000 to $4,000 in sales a single day, and it's well within its first 2 years on to being $1 million store. So I look forward to showing you that. And lastly, I do want to remind you, if you do want to schedule a call to find out how you can either do this yourself, do it with me, or I know this is dirty bastards, this is sounding like a dirty video, all the things I've been talking about, or have it done for you, then I will certainly be available. My email is below. Just hit me up and I'll be more than happy to jump on a call with you. And that's pretty much a wrap. Questions and comments, I always personally respond, and I will see you all next time.